A suicide bombing killed more than 30 people and injured over 160 others in Islamabad, Pakistan on Friday, in what authorities say is the deadliest attack in the capital in more than 10 years.
지난 금요일 파키스탄 이슬라마바드에서 자살 폭탄 테러로 인해 최소 30명이 숨지고 160명이 넘는 부상자가 나왔습니다. 당국은 이번 테러가 10여 년 만에 자국에서 발생한 가장 큰 피해 규모라고 밝혔습니다.
Yeah, these sort of incidents are relatively rare in the capital of the country, but IS, Islamic State, has claimed responsibility for this bombing. 4 people have been arrested on suspicion of facilitating this bombing, including an Afghan national who's alleged to be the mastermind behind this attack. And it comes just after, on Friday, a week of violence which saw 58 civilians killed in these coordinated attacks in another province of the country. So it looks like the violence is on the rise there in Pakistan.
네, 파키스탄 수도에서 이제 시아파 사원에서 폭탄 테러가 일어났습니다. 파키스탄은 수니파가 다수인 국가인데요. 그래서 이 소수파인 시아파는 이단으로 여긴다고 합니다. 그러다 보니 종종 이렇게 공격이나 비난이 이어지는데 이번에는 상당히 심각한 규모고요. 30명 이상의 사망자가 나왔고 지금 아직까지 이제 총 집계가 되지 않아서 사망자가 늘 수도 있다. 부상자도 169명 이상일 것이다. 이런 얘기들이 안타깝게도 나오고 있습니다. Alright, let's have a look at some expressions in what authorities say.
Yeah, so this is a sort of journalistic style of reporting structure. It's when you attribute information or claims to, in this case, authorities or just officials, people who are in charge. So you know that it's not the reporter that is saying this, but it emphasizes that the statement reflects the authority's account or assessment and not the reporter's sort of independent or opinion or verification. Right?
그래서 앞에서는 어떤 일이 일어났는지 얘기를 하고 뒤에 가서 in the worst attack, blah 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 이렇게 부연 설명을 붙이는 건데요. 자, 이게 이제 최악의 그런 이제 폭탄 테러일 것이다라는 것은 당국의 얘기거든요. 그래서 in what authorities say is the deadliest attack 이렇게 표현을 하고 있고요. 그다음에 deadliest라는 표현은 아무래도 사망자가 많이 나와서 그런 거겠죠?
Absolutely. If something's deadly, it means it causes death, and in this case, it's the superlative, so it's something that causes the most deaths.
네. 자, 가장 이제 사망자가 많이 나왔다라는 뜻으로 가장 치명적이다, deadliest라고 하고 있습니다. 아직까지 범행을 자처한 단체는 없습니다만 여러 가지로 지금 수사가 진행 중이고 몇 가지 유력한 그런 이제 단체들은 있죠.
I think IS has claimed responsibility.
They have now?
They have claimed responsibility.
Okay.
So, yeah.
알겠습니다. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. A suicide bombing killed more than 30 people and injured over 160 others in Islamabad, Pakistan on Friday, in what authorities say is the deadliest attack in the capital in more than 10 years. Let's move on to the next headline.
The founder of cryptocurrency trading platform Crypto.com has purchased AI.com for $70 million, the highest publicly disclosed price ever paid for a domain name to launch a new entrant in the artificial intelligence race.
미국 가상화폐 거래소 Crypto.com의 창업자가 AI.com 도메인을 $1,000,000, 우리 돈으로 약 1,025억 원에 매입했습니다. 이는 현재까지 공개된 도메인 거래 중 가장 큰 규모로 구매자는 인공지능 사업에 진출할 목적으로 이를 사들인 것으로 알려졌습니다. Wow, that's an expensive 2 letters.
It is. It is only 2 letters, but I guess each letter costs $35 million then in this case. But the founder, co-founder of Crypto.com, Chris Marszalek, he paid this amount, and he's intending to run an ad during the Super Bowl, which is just getting underway right now. The national anthem is being sung right now. But these domain names, people pay a lot of money because the easier they are, the better they're remembered, you get more traffic,
그쵸.
I suppose. The previous high, most expensive domain name was a website called voice.com.
Okay.
That was 30 million, but this by far surpassed that. And this only takes into account just the domain name and not sort of the website content or any equity sales. It's all cash only. So purely just paying for this name, AI.com, $70 million. We'll see if that's a good investment or not.
그래요. 공개된 도메인 거래 가운데는 최고가입니다. 뭐
네.
어마어마한 금액이죠. 그리고 이 구매자는 이제 미국에서 지금 막 시작이 되고 있는 슈퍼볼 광고를 통해서 개인용 AI 서비스를 공개할 계획이라고 밝혀서 그것도 볼거리가 될 것 같네요.
Yeah, the average ad for a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl this year is anywhere between $8 and $10 million. So you can tack on another 10 million if it's a 1-minute spot. That's 80 million they're paying just to promote
Yeah.
this name, I suppose.
Because pretty much everyone in America is tuning in and watching Super Bowl.
Pretty much.
그래요. 자, 표현 보겠습니다. Publicly disclosed.
Yeah, so if you disclose something, you're revealing it, right? And if you're doing it publicly, you're doing it to the public. And you hear this a lot for financial statements where you have to publicly disclose your financial statements if you're a public company, right?
사실 public는 publicly 공개적으로 그다음에 disclose도 공개하다의 의미가 있기 때문에 중복되는 의미가 있어요. 이거를 그냥 한마디로 공개된 이렇게 해도 됩니다만
Right.
이제 영어에서는 두 단어를 같이 쓰고 있네요. Publicly disclosed. Not just disclosed to your friends, but it's publicly out there.
Although I imagine you could privately disclose information
Okay.
to a small group of people, perhaps. But
그럴 수
you're right,
있겠네요.
there is a
네.
little redundancy in there.
공개적으로 공개된. 네, 이렇게 되겠네요. 영어를 이제 직역을 하자면은. 네. 자, 그다음에 domain name.
Yeah, a domain name is the URL, right? That we often know. It's the address of a website, simply put. Whatever.com, .edu, .co.kr, right?
네, 도메인 주소를 domain name이라고 하고 또 참고로 entrant라고 하면은 이제 참가자나 출전자라는 이제 의미가 될 수 있는데 여기서는 사람은 아니니까요. 이제 이 새로운 AI 세계의 모습을 드러낸 것이
Yeah.
되겠죠. AI.com이라는 게.
주자, I think.
주자
even in
좋네요.
Korean,
아,
right? That's an
좋습니다.
entrant. Yeah.
주자 좋아요. 오케이. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. The founder of cryptocurrency trading platform Crypto.com has purchased AI.com for $70 million, the highest publicly disclosed price ever paid for a domain name, to launch a new entrant into the artificial intelligence race. Let's move on to the final headline.
Authorities in Uruguay have discovered a clandestine tunnel linking an abandoned commercial building to the city's sewer system, which may have been intended for use in a large-scale bank robbery.
우루과이 당국이 수도 몬테비데오에서 상업지구의 한 폐건물과 시내 하수도 시스템을 연결하는 비밀 지하 통로를 발견했습니다. 이 터널은 대규모 은행 탈의 범죄를 목적으로 조성됐을 것으로 추측됩니다.
Yeah, I suppose in the headline I should have mentioned what city. In Korean you mentioned it, but in city we're talking about Montevideo,
Yes.
right? The capital. But basically it was a 200-meter tunnel that was discovered underneath this abandoned building, and authorities cracked down on the perpetrators before they actually attempted to initiate this bank robbery. But images kind of show just the extent that was taken to create or dig this tunnel. And a lot of people remember back in 2006, especially if you're from South America, where in Argentina there was a robbery, a heist, I think, where robbers took hostages at a bank and I think got away with almost $20 million. But this was very reminiscent
Right.
of that for people there.
Well, the first time I read this story, I was actually reminded of the Sherlock Holmes story, The Red-Headed League, which I think was a very similar plot in which someone was, I guess, owned a little shop across the street from the bank, and then underneath the store, they would close the shop every day, but, then they would dig a little tunnel underneath, and
Yeah.
it took ages and ages, but they finally succeeded in making the tunnel. However, everything was coiled after, the plan was discovered.
Yeah. It reminds me of Shawshank Redemption,
Oh,
where
okay.
you
Many
can
things,
dig,
yeah.
dig through a tunnel. But this was not just a couple people doing this. This is a very concerted, structured effort by a multinational crime ring. They're saying,
Yeah.
which included Brazilians, Paraguayans as well. So thankfully, they discovered this before any money was taken.
네. 자, 우루과이에서 대형 은행 터리를 위해서 정말 많은 나라의 범죄단이 지하 터널을 팠어요. 그런데 이 범행 직전에 그 우루과이 정부가 이 터널을 발견하고 일망타진한 덕분에 이 범행은 이행이 되지 않았고, 다만 이제 정부에서 얘기하기를 범행이 만약에 성공했더라면은 이번 세기의 은행털이 사건이 됐을 정도로 엄청난 규모의 은행털이 사건이었을 것이다 라고 말했습니다. 자, 어떻게 이 터널이 만들어졌느냐? 은행 근처에 있는 한 가게를 이제 매입을 했던 것 같아요. 일당이. 임차를 했군요. 매입을 한 게 아니라 임차를 해서 6개월 이상 매일매일 조금씩 터널을 파서 200m 이상의 길이로 터널이 완성이 됐다고 합니다.
Yeah, and whenever you hear stories like this, you always say, if only they put their heads to good use.
Something else,
Something
yeah.
else. 'Cause,
아이고,
in
그러니까요.
any case.
자, 그러면 표현을 좀 보도록 하겠습니다. It was a clandestine tunnel.
Yeah, so you can pronounce this clandestine or you can say clandestine as well. Both are accepted. But it basically means secret and something that's very hidden. Often you connect this with something that's illegal
Yeah.
or unauthorized. And when it's carried out to avoid detection, especially by authorities, we use this word, clandestine or clandestine.
Secretive.
Secretive, yeah.
비밀리에 이루어졌다라는 뜻이고요. 은밀하다 이런 의미도 있습니다. Clandestine tunnel. It's not a tunnel that people were going in and, touring and having a look at. It was a secret tunnel.
Yes.
What was it intended for?
Yeah.
A bank robbery.
A bank robbery, yeah, purportedly. But if something's intended for something, it's meant to be used by or given to someone for a specific purpose, right? It's an original plan or
Yeah.
target, even if the outcome is different.
그래요. 자, 무엇을 목적으로 했다? This clandestine tunnel was made, it was intended for a large scale, 대규모의 bank robbery, 은행털이를 위해서 만들어진 터널입니다.
Right.
자, 그러면 다시 읽어볼게요. Authorities in Uruguay have discovered a clandestine tunnel linking an abandoned commercial building in the city's sewer system, which may have been intended for use in a large-scale bank robbery. And that's it for the headlines.